So we're now on the typical weekly cycle. Remember, you have to repeat this always. The cycle can be observed on any time frame. So the pattern can be observed on any time frame. On the M15, you can observe the 3 moves. H1, you can observe the 3 moves. H4, even the D1, you can observe the 3 moves. But some of the time frames are a bit too big to be traded, like the H4 and the D1. You cannot enter a trade on that because they are a bit too slow. That's why we end up moving from H4 to H1, then we enter a trade at M15, so that we are closer to what is happening in the market. So, like I said, it may not necessarily start on Monday, but in most cases, you should be able to observe the 3 levels. And the 3 levels are the key to the method. So you need to have accurate level count to guarantee your success. But the typical weekly cycle starts on Monday with a stop and it may reverse on Monday to start the trend, or may repeat the level on Tuesday. I think I demonstrated that. And if level 3 is observed at the start of the week, the spot trade, which we end up according to what we're observing, may be converted to a swing trade. So a swing trade is one in which, let's say, in the previous week, you counted 1, 2, 3, and you're getting into your Monday there, right? The stop hands and the like. Then, if you enter a trade here on Monday, you are assured of 1, 2, 3 levels. So instead of entering and leaving, you can enter it here and just keep observing to see if it goes into level 2. That means the next day, all you do is take for a stop and low. If it does a stop and low, it shows that is going out up, you leave your trade. On the next level, you wait for a stop and leave your trade. When you observe the third level on H1 there, you leave your trade there. So this is where you can get more than 100 pips from one trade over 2 or 3 days. That is what we call a swing trade. In the advanced course, we mainly focus on these kinds of trades. But as of now, let's focus on how you can enter at level 3. Then you take your trade like that. The third level may show what is called a 3-3 trade. So let's say you have level 1, level 2, level 3 may give 3 smaller levels. Still, it will be level 3. That is called a 3-3 trade. And the 3-3 trade is a very sure sign of a pending reversal. So you've counted level 1, level 2, and level 3, you find this, that, and that. It's still a level 3. It will be having 3 levels in level 3. That is a 3-3 trade. So that is what I was talking about. Stop hand for Monday, it comes in. Then the stop hand of the week happens on Monday. Maybe it will start moving, or it might come back to repeat the point. Then it moves 1, 2, 3, and then sometimes it reverses and repeats the same thing on Thursday before the market closes. So the market, the cycle can start on any other day of the week. The trader should just be able to pick the setups based on the level count. So the most important things will be to observe the consolidations and also to see if the distance between 2 consolidations is close to ADR. Then you know it's a level. It might not be pip for pip, but it should be close to the ADR for that pair. Then we go on to level count. So the cycle, or the market makers, they manipulate the trader psychology, which includes fear, greed, and inexperience. They know that you have not done this before, and in most cases, you make some funny decisions there. So what do? You have to identify the 3 levels, so that when something starts moving away and the like, you know it's a serpent or something else, but you will not be grabbed by fear. So you need to identify the level 3 in the previous cycle and start counting levels from there so that you can observe level 3 behavior and know where you are. So normally our level 3 or where we start counting will be the previous most recent peak or valley. That's a peak, that will be your valley. So you either start from here or you start from there. That will make you be in a position to know exactly where you are in the cycle, right? Then one level usually is close to ATR, and then the cycle will be 3 times ATR. I think I have explained that. So there are 3 aggressive moves combined with top behavior in a wide range at level 3, ending with an M, right? And if you observe that, you may get a good profitable trade. However, level 4 and level 5 may be expected in some cases. So remember, the market maker wants to make people follow the wrong direction. Let's say after this level 3, no one has been trapped into following, they can extend it. If they don't trap enough, they can extend it again further until they get enough people trapped so that they can move backwards. So this might be level 4 and level 5, though they are very rare, but in some cases you might observe them. So this kind of behavior, when you are at level 3 and you see an extension, the best thing is to stop yourself out, because you are no longer sure what they are doing, whether they are going 4 or 5 levels, right? Because they want to induce. So at level 1, the market maker drives the level, this level, to induce traders. So how do they drive it? They drive it through the previous stop band. So they do stop band, many people go on the sell, then they start going up. So they come in here, they trap people, you start getting into losses, deeper losses. Sometimes you stop yourself out at a loss. Then after level 1, they consolidate. In most cases, level 1 consolidation may come even up to 60 or 65% of this level pips. That means maybe we're already at 50 pips there, right? Then they may reverse and you find yourself at 20 pips profit there. They do that to discourage people. When you're at 50, then you are now at 20, you say, any other time, let me go out at 20. So you go out at a lower profit. Soon after that, it goes back and goes up. That normally happens. Then level 2, it is normally smaller. Why? Because here, the usual traders are mainly responsible for the movement that okay. That's why it is normally smaller. And the market maker usually doesn't come in at level 2. He wants you to trade yourselves in and out there. Then after the level 2 retracement, which might also be tricky, even forming almost close to a reset, the market maker is now in charge because he wants to entice people into the buy mood. So he was buying, they were buying. He comes in and makes the aggressive moves. Then more people buy, then he reverses and goes back. So what's our advantage? Once we know there is a level 3, we no longer follow the trend, we wait, because we know that the market maker is going to make a reversal, right? So that is the most important thing about the level count, because we don't want to trade when the reversal is already coming. So there is the choppy behavior observed, and the stop band ends with a W or an M, right? Then you're starting the trend. So we buy third level drops and we sell at third level rises, right? That is very important. Level 3 may form into level 1, giving a head and shoulder formation. So what happens here? Comes level 2, goes down, level 3 goes up, doesn't take much time, it comes back. So this will be level 3, and this becomes level 1 of the other side. It comes back and forms another second shoulder. So in this case, we trade in the second shoulder against the movement. So if you observe this, right, then it goes up and comes back. Yes, you don't need to get in here because they will move back and may put you in the deeper loss. So you wait for it to come back and form the second shoulder, then you enter and you find your profit. But always make sure you understand that after consolidation, there are 3 levels which are a stop band and the 3 actual levels which are the actual move. So this is faster. This is about 92 minutes to 2 hours. This will take 6 to 8 hours. That's the main difference. So don't enter in line with this stop band, which comes normally after the Asian session. Wait for the consolidation and the W formation, then you get into your trade at the proper point. If you know where you are in the cycle, you can correctly predict the next move. So the high probability formations, one, the M formation, whereby the reversal is going downwards. Then the W formation, where the development is going up. Then a straightaway rise, like I was saying, it goes there, then just consolidate and goes up again. That's a straight rise. Or a straight sell, whereby it just consolidates and move like that. Sometimes you might get a V bottom or an A top at these points. You can still trade those ones, right? But I would prefer that you trade at the M and W formations and stay out of these intra trend movement. That is when you are now trading in the M15 chart, right? H1, you can trade from level 1 up to level 3 if they are coming out well. But in a day, if you find one level already gone, don't enter here. It's a bit tricky because they might just do half a level and come back, and you don't make much from there. So if you miss the stop band in the day, leave it. Don't get into the trade. Just wait for the next opportunity that comes your way. Then the daily cycle and the weekly cycle are similar, but they differ in duration and magnitude, right? So in a downtrend, there's peak formation high, that's the M formation or the RR, right? Then after the M formation, normally the M formation creates a zone. There's normally one clear shift candlestick that happens after the M formation, right? This will show you that the trend is already moving. Maybe you've seen a pin at that point, then one candle in the direction of the movement. If you find one candle in the direction of the movement, then you wait for your RSI crosses, moving average crosses, then you enter at that point. That will be a good move. Then after that, they may consolidate, then they move 1, 2, 3 levels as usual, right? So this is what we are talking about as an A top that happens at level 1 and level 2 consolidations. Then at level 3, there may be no clear movement from level number 2. That means maybe you might see level 1, level 2, but you start seeing this kind of stuff. It will still be level 3. Sometimes they don't give a clear shift. That is also to confuse people. But then you should know if it is level 1 and 2, that top behavior is your level 3. There might not be one clear zone shift out of the level 2 consolidation, right? So you have to be very observant. Level 3 is a bit chaotic. The movements are rapid, seems directionless and the like, right? Then, as you move, you go to your final point with another choppy behavior before you see a proper M formation or a proper W formation, and the next move will come after that. So after level 3, right, that will be level 3. You see a separation of moving averages. I will talk about this at a later stage. then that will be your level 3. It starts forming your, so you see this pin, right? So you expect another pin there before you can think of entering the trade, right? So there is a strategic hammer, normally at around 10:45 and also around 16:45, which gives what is called the Brinks trade. So different reversals would be synchronized in the midweek reversal. So that's basically the market maker cycle that I was describing in this. Unless we have some questions. Do we have any questions before we can close? Hello?
Understood, sir.
Okay, it's fine.